I'm Alexis.
And I'm Tiffany, and we're the hosts of Legit KidLit, a video series where we get to see into the secret and silly lives of authors and illustrators.
We love to celebrate and promote books, but most of all, we want to say hey to all you readers out there trying to find that right book for you. We hope that you can find some new reads after today.
Welcome to our Draw Off Winter Edition. We have 4 incredible KidLit creators with us today whom we will ask to draw on the spot with topics that they have not prepared for. We will use our 2 wheels of topics to decide what they will draw, and they will only have 5 minutes.
Our draw-off episodes are always full of laughs and celebrations and wonderful creations. So let's get this started by meeting our artist. Please introduce yourself and your books and an interesting or funny fact about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jen Kosmersky. I'm really excited about participating today and just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. I'm Jen Kosmersky. I'm a single mom, a former college professor. I have 2 kids, both sort of in middle school, elementary school, and I've illustrated a few books. This is my first book in watercolor because traditionally I'm a watercolor painter. I did a couple of self-published projects for Saratoga Springs Publishing, and the one that I'm really excited about are the Nina Somi series that I get to illustrate just because my daughter is in middle school, she's in 5th grade, so this is like a perfect read for her. And then my latest book is Helen Keller, and it's just a really beautiful story, another beautiful story about Helen Keller. So I guess a little something fun about me. I've started a new pandemic hobby, which is to watch every single Star Wars movie and TV series in order, especially since the new series, The Mandalorian, it just finished. It's been interesting. I have a renewed love of Star Wars, basically, is what quarantine has done to me. So, but that's it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm John Patrick Green. I am a comic book writer and artist. My most recent series is Investigators. There are 2 of these books currently out. They're nice and shiny. There's a 3rd one coming out in February, so very, very soon. And I'm currently drawing the 5th one, so there's a whole bunch of them. Interesting facts about me, I guess. I live in Brooklyn. I'm in New York. And something funny about me is a story. One of my earliest memories, when I was a little kid, I was 3 years old, and I didn't want to turn 4 on my 4th birthday. I did not like the number 4, so instead I stayed 3 for 2 years, and then I jumped directly to 5 years old. So I was never 4 years old. Yeah, I guess that's it.
So I'll officially introduce myself. So I'm Shannon Bersani, and I'm the mom of 4 kids that are older. I'm illustrating my 33rd children's book. So the first book, I'm not going to show you all of those, but I'll show you the very first book I illustrated. The first book I illustrated was Icky Bug Shapes by Jerry Pallotta. And the most recent book that was released this year with Arbordale is River Otter's Adventure. And so, let's see, something interesting about me that people don't know I happen to be a certified Red Cross lifeguard. My certification, those are 2-year certifications, so I'll have to renew that this summer, but people don't usually know that I am a very good swimmer. So that's what I'd like to share.
Hi, my name's Veronica Jones. I'm an illustrator and cartoonist. I'm the illustrator of several picture books, like The Lizard Lady and Baby Bear's Adoption. And I'm also working on my own graphic novel. One thing that people don't know about me is that an interesting thing is that I'm a Girl Scout. I became a Girl Scout as an adult when my daughter joined the Brownies, and that was the first time ever, so I learned how to do all of the outdoor things, and I loved it, and I wish I could have done it earlier. But that's me.
All right, let's warm up with a quick draw. Since this is our winter edition, you each will have 1 minute to draw something that you love about the winter time. 1 minute, go.
I can't wait.
Okay, so I had 1 minute to draw something that I like about winter. And one of my favorite things about winter is cozy sweaters. I'm not wearing one right now because it's kind of warm with the sun out. But cozy sweaters are one of my favorite things. In general, I also like fall a lot, but in New York we don't often get fall sweater weather. I really wish we did. So winter is when I can, and plus there's no heat in winter New York apartments, so we all need sweaters. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, hi. So, yeah, other people will have this probably too, but my favorite thing is making snowmen. So I love playing in the snow and making snowmen. And we've got lots of snow. I'm just outside of Boston and we got lots out there right now. So after this, I'm out there rolling balls.
So my favorite thing to do in the wintertime is take my dog for a walk out in the snow and the crunchy leaves. We live in Northern Virginia. We don't get much snow, but I have lots of woods around, and I love going for walks in the woods.
My favorite thing to do is to go skiing. I live in the Northeast. We just got dumped on almost 3 feet of snow, so whenever it snows like that, I get really excited for going to the mountain.
Now that you are all warmed up, let's head over to our wheel of topics. Remember, we will spin both wheels and you will draw something that combines both topics. So let's get our wheels ready. All right, wheel number 1. Oh, look at that, Shannon. Your favorite, a snowman.
All right, snowman, and right on the line, and penguins.
Oh, this will be adorable. Okay, you've got 5 minutes to draw something combining snowmen and penguins. We'll meet back here in 5, and the order will be Veronica, John, Jen, Shannon. Put those markers or pencils down. Your time is up.
All right, so I'm not sure if you can see this clearly, but this is a group of young penguins working on their snow penguin. And there's a bunch of them working together, and then there's one playing alone in the background, but I'm pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's so adorable. They're all working together, and then you got the little rebel back there playing.
So I spent way too long trying to think of a funny gag about penguins in tuxedos and snowmen with top hats. So I don't know if my joke really lands, but I drew a snowman and a penguin trying to ask it to borrow its top hat so that it can go to a fancy dinner party. So I think it needs more than 5 minutes for me to figure out that joke. The penguin is saying, mind if I borrow the top hat? I've got a fancy dinner party to go to.
I did penguin snowmen with a real penguin confused about why he didn't get any scarf or hat. Like the snow penguins. I don't know. I forgot how to draw a penguin.
So my penguins are building a snowman, and the snowman's not quite sure about this. He's a little alarmed that one of the penguins is up on top of his head. So that's mine.
Okay, here we are. Round 2. We have ice skating.
All right, ice skating and scarf. Woohoo!
Okay, so I'm keeping with the snowman theme. So my snow is gonna be, I think she's a snow girl. And so she's gone ice skating and she's wearing her snow decorated scarf.
Oh, she looks so happy out there skating. I always felt like skating was like so much fun, but I was never really good at it.
So I have to apologize if this is a little morbid, but I've been watching a lot of Colombo lately, and so I drew Colombo in a ice rink, staring at a lone ice skate and scarf, and he says, "This might look like an accident, but I'm pretty sure it's murder." Yeah, so that's where my brain is currently.
I love how you were giggling through that. What is Colombo? Am I the only one that doesn't know what that is? I don't know.
I love it. This the little lone skate, little scarf, and there's murder. Plus, I love him, but I've never heard of Colombo either, so I'm gonna have to.
So Colombo is a police procedural from the late 60s, early 70s, starring Peter Falk, who was the grandfather in Princess Bride. That's like his other big claim to fame. But he played Colombo for decades, starting on like Broadway and through TV and stuff. And it's like free on streaming. It's a fun throwback detective show where there's no cell phones and forensics is like barely a new thing. So it's kind of fascinating to watch these people try to get away with murder, and then this unassuming detective comes in and always catches them.
I like murder shows too, but I haven't seen Colombo in a while. But this is my drawing. It's a bear. I don't know what I planned to do, except when I drew it, it looked like a snake. So maybe it's just this overwhelming scarf that he's enjoying, but he doesn't know that he might get an unpleasant surprise.
Okay, so now I feel old because I definitely knew who Colombo was, and he's the detective that is always just about to leave the scene when he has, oh, just one more thing, and then he turns around and asks the penetrating question. For my drawing, I thought of this girl who can't skate fast enough. She loves to go super, super fast, and her long trailing scarf just flies out behind her. And if she went any slower, it would tangle up her skates, but she goes so fast that it just flies.
Okay, I watched Colombo, but I'm so old. I illustrated the cover of this book, Agatha Christie. Want to talk about murders and old mysteries? So this was one of my first projects many years ago, and I illustrated the cover of an Agatha Christie book.
But Christie is timeless, classic, always new.
Agatha Christie is like, I have every single one of her novels. I think she did 79 novels, and my grandmother used to get them for me for every birthday when I was growing up. She'd find them at old flea markets and stuff. I'm so excited that you illustrated the cover for a book. It's amazing.
All right, so one more round.
Definitely. This has been a lot of fun.
Let's see what we got this time. Snow.
For our final round, we have snow and cozy. And if you want to put books in there too, I wouldn't mind that.
All right, 5 minutes and we'll meet back here. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, this is my drawing. It's maybe it's a mother and daughter. They're snuggling inside a little snow, little snow pit after sledding. It's so cozy when it's like really snowy out and you have huge snow banks. You can kind of make a little igloo or make a little hole, and it's like so warm when you like wrap up in it. So that's what I thought of with cozy and snow together.
So this is my drawing. I don't know how much you can make out, but it's a girl curled up in a window seat with a blankie and her cup of hot cocoa with her cat, looking out the window as the snow falls and piles up on the trees and on the car and everywhere. And yeah, it's a little rough. Sorry.
Oh, Veronica, yours wasn't rough at all. Yours was so awesome. Oh, I loved it. And Jen, I absolutely loved yours too. You guys are so fabulous at this. So, I went with a log cabin, and I thought the log cabin would be cozy with a fireplace, and the little girl's looking out at the snow. I think she's looking for Santa. Anyway, so that's what I did, is I did a cozy, warm log cabin. Oh, and I'll have to draw it in after. She has a nice warm sweater on, because I know John likes sweaters. So she's up in the cabin, and that's what I did.
I love that. I would love to have a cozy little cabin in the woods, and just look out at the snow as it comes down. That is wonderful. Loved it.
Yes, I do like sweaters, and there's a sweater in my drawing again. But first, I just want to say that everyone else's drawings, I think, are fantastic. Probably because I don't know if I usually end up spending about 4 minutes thinking of something to draw, and then really roughly scribbling out whatever I come up with. So it generally does not look great, but hopefully it's entertaining enough. I again went a little bit of a cynical route, and I have a gag of a kid who thought his snowman looked cold, So he put a sweater on it and gave him some hot cocoa, which of course resulted in it melting. But here the kid is, saying to his mom, "What? He looked chilly," or "He seemed chilly." So that is my combination of snow and cozy. But yeah, has a nice little sweater.
That one was absolutely fabulous, John. Oh my gosh, I love this sweater with the little snowflake on it and the expression on the people. Yours was fabulous. You did a great job.
Those were all so amazing, and I could definitely feel the cozy in each of them in different ways, of course. But I'm even like thinking you could put all these pictures together and make some type of story. It's like really, really, really neat.
I was just thinking that too, like, mom and daughter they're in a cabin, and then they go outside and play a little bit. They make a snowman, and then oopsie, the snowman got cold and then he melted, and then they end the day curled up on a window seat with a cup of hot chocolate. Adorable. And John, do not sell yourself short, because if you're drawing that in a minute, wow. I'm impressed with all of you in 5 minutes, whether it's thinking and then hashing out a drawing or you start drawing right away, because these episodes always blow me away at how well your creativity just flows like that. It's amazing. And it's so cool to be able to share with students what you can do in 5 minutes. So, thank you. Well, it has been a lovely time cuddling up in the warm house during winter and having a winter edition of our draw off. It's always so much fun, always a good time, and we appreciate you for joining us today. So thank you, and thank you for sharing your drawings.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.